So, as I was saying, faith without works is dead. An example or another scripture that I also hold on to is Hebrews 11:1. It talks about how faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. What am I saying? Well, for one, Jesus came on this earth not only to reconcile our relation back to God, but at the same time, he also took sickness with him on that cross. 60% of Jesus' ministry was healing people. And it's all in Matthew, Luke, Mark, and John, where he healed and healed and healed and healed people. I talk about the lady with the blood issue, basically because she had went to the white coats. That's what I call doctors. She went to the white coats, pretty much exhausted all her funds, and they couldn't help her. But it was him him meaning Jesus, that actually had the answer. They gave her the healing that she was wanting. But her faith, because she believed, and her faith was so strong that she said, if I just touch the hem, not the arm, not the leg, not his head, not his hair, not his hand, not his foot, not his sandal, but just the hem of his garment, that she would receive her healing, and it was done. That's the type of faith that I have, even though I have had some terrible nights, and I'm not saying it was really, really bad, but I had some terrible nights. I've had some terrible episodes. But I continuously believe because I stood on his word. Because he said it is impossible for him to lie. He's undefeated. So with that being said, I'm holding him to that. That my healing is going to come through him. One of his names that he calls himself is Jehovah Rapha, the God that heals. Psalms 103:3 talks about healing. Jeremiah 30 talks about healing. Matthew 24 talks about healing. All I'm saying is this. What am I getting at? I'm saying this. You have to believe. You have to know that your healing is coming. And that because you are going through this, it's not just you going through it. It's going to be a time that you're going to be the person that's going to help the next person. We are not here on this earth by ourselves. We are not on an island. All of us are connected in some way, shape, or form. And because you have multiple sclerosis now, and you do what you need to do to heal yourself, then it is, I believe, one of the blessings and obligations to tell others how they can receive their healing. Each one teach one. I was 235 pounds, and I tell my clients that I had to be fat. And some of them look at me like I'm crazy because I'm not 235 pounds now. I had a 40-plus inch waist, but I do not have a 40-plus inch waist now. But I tell them that to show them that I had to be that size so that I can empathize and sympathize and be compassionate and know exactly what they're talking about and know the demons that they're facing. The same with this. I think that I had to have multiple sclerosis because I'm compassionate. And I empathize and sympathize with people with this because I have had to go through it myself. And once I am healed, which I am fastly approaching my healing, I will be able to sit and to tell them that their help is on the way and their healing is on the way. It's a matter of how bad do you want it, and if you really believe that you can heal, which you can. Our bodies are designed to actually heal itself. If it doesn't heal itself, then it ain't doing its job. I know that's not proper English, but hey, I ain't trying to, do proper English right now. And so all I'm saying is your healing is on the way. You have to believe your healing is on the way. I wanted to just briefly tell you about these things to hopefully give you hope and to give you encouragement and to give you that light, that torch in that dark tunnel, that hey, we can do this. We are going to get our healing. It's just a matter of time. I'm always in here studying and watching stuff and doing different things because I know that this is not the end of my chapter. I've been through too much for this to actually be the end. 94, my mom got sick. They thought she was going to die the year 94, but she healed herself back. 97, she died. But from 94 to 96, 3/4 of the time that I was in school, she was in a hospital. But yet God kept me and allowed me to have peace of mind so that I could finish my high school career. I got perfect attendance all 4 years. I got a 3.6 GPA. I got a ton of scholarships to go to college. I had a write-up in the paper about me doing some great things, even though I was in one of the worst neighborhoods in the city that I lived in. I'm not bragging because none of this is something that I did on my own. It was God that kept me. And then she died in 97, 4 days after Christmas. We buried her the second week of January. The third week I was back in school. And I finished school with a 3.6. I was a cum laude honor. I was an academic All-American. I also was a member of Phi Eta Sigma National Honor Society. I also was who's who among colleges and universities. I had a ton of different accolades that happened during the time that I was in school. Am I bragging? No. Who did it? God. He kept me. And so I say all this to say, even though I'm dealing with multiple sclerosis now, it's to deal with what I'm going through. Show me things that is going to empower me to empower others. For me to be a blessing for others. And so that's what I am doing. And that's what I will continue to do until I take my last breath. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I will see you next week.